Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
For the business object, the one which is going to be triggered first is going to be your rule-based. Then your business object level is going to get triggered in your rule-based. Clear on this so far? Any questions here on how to create rule-based definition? Similarly, I can have any kind of rule-based business objects. I am going to have, like club, multiple definitions, as one say, for the entire North American region. I want to use only one, create position, business process definition, and not everything else. I would create one rule over here and say if the location for my hire is going to be North American region, then I would create one definition for the entire North America. Clear? Any questions? Hello. Clear on this? All right. So let us move on to EIBs. So, like I said, for EIBs alone, what I have done over here is I have created a new business process definition, which is a very, very lean business process over here. It is only initiate, because in my EIB business process, whatever EIB business process that I am going to load, it will contain only very, very few steps. It's not going to contain a whole lot of steps. Alright. It's going to contain only very few steps. So I make it as lean as possible. And this is going to be extensively used only when I want to load multiple rows of data at a single point of a time. Clear? Got it. Alright. So there are three things which you need to completely understand. One is going to be your, if I'm going to put it like so. So, like I said, EIB is going to be like. It's a very, very simple integration to load data into Workday or exact data out of Workday. So data and loaded data, loading data into Workday. Example is if I want to bulk load any kind of positions, hire, terminations, change jobs. For example, say, if I have, like, multiple employees for whom I want to initiate a promotion, change job location transfers, I want to do it in mass. I use an EIB. For example, you want to load a compensation pay change as a part of your, probably your compensation review cycle, which could happen towards the year end. If you want to load multiple rows of data, or you want to load for hundreds and thousands of employees, EIB is a one-stop shop for that particular use. Alright. And it's very easy. And again, if I want to get data out of also, the methodology for that outbound is going to be very simple. First I need to extract the data, which is, get data, get data. And the next one is going to be your transformation of your data. And again, the third one is going to be your delivering the data protocol, which is more like your guys does it, covering any bells as to where we have possibly seen get data, get data. Do you remember where we saw get data? And what was the other one that you saw there? And get data. What was the other one? You have something else supplementing, get data as well in the security which I told. I will deal with it when we get into EIBs and everything. What was the other terminology that we saw? When you get something, what do you do? The complement of that? Put so get data as to get data from work. They put us to put data into work. Alright, get is going to be for an outbound interface. Now, if I want to tie it down to your main security policy level for that particular domain, for example, if I take position, if you have access to that particular position domain and the appropriate fields and also the appropriate page and everything else, then you will be able to get data accordingly, extract data accordingly. And if you want to perform an inbound interface for the same domain, you may want to have what is called as put data permission. Makes sense for you guys? Clear on this where this actually boils down into clear. So where does this position or where does this get and see here or design? So let me go to our design. Create position. Provide access to, this is our studio. Let's not get into our studio. That's a different one. Set up position. What is this? This is to set up information. Okay, this should be it. See the main access to set up information about positions, including work type, jobs, and positions. This is the domain. This is actually the master domain. It's going to have a lot of child policies as well. If I come over to all right. Alright, let me get picked something else. Let me not go to the parent domain. Let me go into something more of a child domain. Alright, see here. Get and put. Now does ring bells for you? Got it. So, for this particular domain, check policy for the actions. If you see certain actions like proposed job, we will see this in the template. If you have access to your get and your put operations, you will be able to get data and also put data in that particular business, object or position. In more clear terms, that is number 1. Number 2, as far as security is concerned. When I'm saying that it is similar to my business process, just that it is going to be a little different. I'm obviously going to have policies. That is, business process security levels as well. Remember initiating action. Create position. BEPs are wastes. This, if you see initiating action, create position. This is more at the EUI level, when you go directly to the task. That is what this is. Whereas when I load it by an EIB, these are the security groups who can load it by an EIB. For every business process which has an appropriate EIB definition, the initiating action will always be probably create position or your create jobs. Create a hire somebody to manage somebody in brackets. BEP service. Only these security groups will be able to create a position via EIB. So the security to actually load the EIB is coming via this particular web service. Initiating action in your BP security policy. whereas the data is going to be coming from the appropriate domain. Get and put actions. Clear on this? So far, clear any questions you have seen. So the get and the put permissions at a